Yeah,
We're kind of
but-
matching
so-
today, I'll note. Yeah, there you go. In your suits, in blue.
Yeah, so more people are starting to talk about recession. Goldman Sachs and Bank of America alluded to it because of inflation. The steps that have been taken so far haven't seemed to work to get inflation to come back down. What additional steps are you guys looking at to curb inflation, as well as the feeling that the economy's headed in the wrong direction?
Well, I would say first, there are a number of strong economic indicators that we would point to. We created more jobs last year than any year in American history. The unemployment rate is at 3.6%. We know that costs are too high. Inflation, which the Federal Reserve has purview over, still projects that it will moderate by the end of the year. There are a number of steps they have, and they have indicated they have the plans to recalibrate. We support that effort. They have a lot of power here in terms of taking steps to address inflation. We are not, the president is not waiting for that to happen, and he's taking steps to address where we see costs increasing in different areas that impact the American people's pocketbooks, whether it's gas prices. Obviously, he made an announcement to tap the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, led the global release, led an effort to release from the globally to bring down gas prices. We've also taken steps to fix issues with our supply chain to make sure goods are moving as quickly as possible. And there's a lot of interest, continues to be in Congress, to take steps to lower costs on prescription drugs, healthcare, elder care, child care. Those are all steps that are based on the president's proposals.
The president has pushed those spending proposals. The San Francisco Federal Reserve released a report.
They'd be fully paid for, so they're not actually spending proposals. They're proposals to lower costs that are fully paid for.
The San Francisco Federal Reserve released a report saying that government spending accounted for 3% of the inflation that we're seeing now. So is spending more really the way to go?
Well, again, I think if you look back at where we were a year and a half ago, we're at the point where there was a significant economic downturn, where people were really suffering, struggling to put food on the table. People were out of work. And what we did at that time is take steps to help stem that economic downturn. And that was a decision made that the president continues to believe was in the interest of the American people.
One last quick one on China.